Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Concord Fire Department Awards and Recognition Ceremony. May you all please rise. Please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for the singing of the national anthem by Amanda Tisbett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please stay standing for the invocation from Father John Bransich.
Let us pray. Almighty God, who alone sustains the universe and kindles the fires in countless stars, confer your favor and encouragement upon our frail efforts to battle the devastation that attacks your people daily throughout the world. To you we commend our security, and in particular, the safety of all public guardians, especially these firefighters and their families. Support them, O Lord, at their tasks, and keep them alert and skillful in every emergency. Grant them courage, loyalty, and confidence. Shield them from the hazards that are part of their duties, and grant that they may serve as an honorable safeguard to our communities. We pray in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You may be seated. We would like to take a moment to recognize some dignitaries and retirees that may or may not be in attendance for their support throughout the years. Mayor Byron Champlin, City Council members, City Manager, other City Department heads, Chief of other departments. Thank you for your support. It means the world to us. For those of you who may be in attendance, please rise. Concord Fire Department Medal of Valor recipients: Christopher Pope, Gary French, Ian Buttman, Thomas Nault, David Dumas, Jeffrey Schottler, Ronald Loud, Philip P.J. Terrell, Matthew Fallon. Please rise and be recognized. We'd also like to recognize any CFD retirees and families of CFD line of duty deaths. The fire service has a tradition of never forgetting our own fallen brothers and sisters who have made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. We will now honor the 6 brave men who have unselfishly laid down their lives protecting the citizens of the city of Concord. Roses will be placed at the bell for this ceremony. Permanent man Amos P. Turner, 54 years old, assigned to Combination Company Number 1, Central Fire Station, died in the line of duty July 27th, 1914. Deputy Fire Chief Cornelius W. O'Brien, 60 years old, assigned to Central Fire Station, died in the line of duty March 5th, 1942. Chief of Department William T. Hapney, 61 years old, assigned to Central Station, died in the line of duty March 5th, 1942. November 21st, 1943, I'm sorry. Deputy Fire Chief Leo F. Blodgett, assigned as the shift commander to Central Station, died in the line of duty December 24th, 1948. Deputy Chief Russell J. Robinson, 49 years old, shift commander, Central Station, died in the line of duty September 27th, 1973. Firefighter Stephen C. Cotter, 38, assigned to Engine Company 5, Manor Station, died in the line of duty June 18th, 1979. Telegraph signal 5555 has long been used to signify a fire department line of duty death. We will now transmit one round of signal 5555 on the ceremonial bell, followed by a moment of silence and remembrance for our fallen brothers. I'd like to thank last year's Firefighter of the Year recipient, Fire Marshal Paul Sorois, and recently retired Deputy Chief Mark Hebert. We would now like to remember those who have passed away over the last year: retired firefighter Stanley Canoyer, retired firefighter David Corliss, and former member Christopher Drew. I'd like to call Fire Chief John Chisholm to the stage for some remarks.
I want to thank Captain Dolla for having me come up and speak right after listening to Amazing Grace. It's always tough. Good evening, and thank you to everyone who's joined us tonight to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of the members of the Concord Fire Department, as well as the community members who have supported us in carrying out our mission. Your presence here speaks to the strength of the partnership between the department and the community we serve. I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to the awards committee. The work that goes into planning an evening like this often happens quietly and behind the scenes, but it is essential and it does not go unnoticed. This past year has tested us. Like many departments across the country, we faced a continuous recruitment crisis that placed a significant burden on our personnel. Our members answered that challenge with professionalism and commitment, working countless additional hours to ensure that our apparatus remains staffed and ready to respond. While we are not entirely out of the woods, I'm encouraged to say that we are seeing real progress that reflects both perseverance and a shared commitment to moving forward. One of the most encouraging signs of that progress was the largest recruit school we have seen in recent years. 8 newly hired members, alongside additional personnel, completed an intensive 4-week program that set the foundation for their careers. This was no small feat, especially in the absence of a dedicated training officer. The success is a direct reflection of the leadership and dedication of Captain Newberry and firefighter paramedic Gordon Ellenwood, supported by many other officers and firefighters who stepped up to ensure those recruits receive the training they deserve. That effort exemplifies who we are as an organization. When there's a gap, we close it together. At the same time, we've remained steadfast in our commitment to equipping our personnel with the tools they need to do their jobs safely and effectively. Over the past year, due to the hard work of the Apparatus Committee, we placed into service a new tower truck, 2 new ambulances, and expect a tanker to arrive soon. We issued PFAS-free structural gear to every firefighter thanks to the tireless work of Battalion Chief Nault. Lieutenant Fisher led the comprehensive replacement of our SCBA systems, equipment that protects our members in the most dangerous environments. And under the leadership of Captain Harpel, we are nearing completion of a 2-year effort to upgrade our cardiac monitors. These are not just projects, they are investments into the safety, capability, and future of this department. Just yesterday, I presented a report to the Public Safety Advisory Board outlining both our progress and our ongoing challenges. As we begin to stabilize recruitment, our focus must now expand to retention, ensuring that we are supporting our people through training, professional development, mentorship, and clear pathways for growth. We are taking steps to ensure that the training officer role is fully dedicated to that mission, a need that has been clearly communicated and certainly heard. At the same time, we must continue to advocate for the resources necessary to meet the demands placed upon us. Reinstating Engine 1 is critical to keeping pace with call volume, maintaining the safety of our crews and our community, and ensuring that our companies have time and capacity to train effectively. Our communications center must also be strengthened to handle increasing call demands and maintain operational resilience. And our facilities, our stations, have served us well, but are beyond their intended lifespan and must be addressed. These are real challenges. Budget realities exist, and we understand that, but understanding those challenges did not diminish our need to advocate for what our department needs. Fire administration will continue to carry that message forward until the desired results are achieved. And that brings us to tonight. Tonight is about recognizing excellence, but it also is about something more. It is about honoring the culture of service, dedication, and professionalism that defines this department and our profession. And to every member of this department, whether your name is called tonight or not, know this: your work matters. Your dedication matters. The service you provide to the community of Concord and Pennacook every single day does not go unnoticed. It is an honor to serve alongside you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to invite Honorable Mayor Byron Champlin up to the podium.
Thank you, Chief Chisholm. I think this is the third year that I have spoken at this event as mayor of the city of Concord. And I think one of the challenges when you repeatedly speak at an event such as this is to try not to repeat the things that you've already said, to find something new and fresh to talk about. But it's hard to do when you're talking about men and women who do the job that our firefighters do. I mean, of course, I want to thank Chief Chisholm and his command staff for their dedication to the department and to the service. And of course, I want to thank the men and women of the frontline firefighters for what they do every day to protect the citizens of Concord and their property. But I also, and as well as provide emergency ambulatory service. But tonight, I want to take a moment and thank the people who are behind those people. My grandmother was the wife of a volunteer firefighter. My mother was the wife of a volunteer firefighter. And I know what they went through, the sacrifices that they made throughout the service that my grandfather and my father made to our town. And these were not full-time firefighters like all of you, nor were they paramedics, advanced paramedics, or EMTs. I'm sorry, EMTs, advanced EMTs, or paramedics. They were just business people who answered the call whenever it was needed. But I appreciate deeply the sacrifices and the support that the families of our firefighters make throughout the service of their loved ones. You folks are the firm spine of our fire department. You're there when your loved one has finished serving us and needs to be supported. You're there during the difficult times as well as the joyous times and the times of celebration and recognition such as tonight. So from me, on behalf of the mayor and city council, on behalf of the city of Concord, and on behalf of all of our citizens, thanks to all of you who provide the backup to our firefighters throughout their careers. Thank you very much.
Would now like to call the following members to the stage to be recognized for recent promotions in the last year. Deputy Chief Michael Costello, Battalion Chief Christopher Johnson, Lieutenant Samuel Cahan, Fire Alarm Operator Paul Steele, Lieutenant Assistant Fire Marshal Timothy Wilson. Anybody that will be accompanying them for the pinning is to come up on stage at this time.
When a member is new to the department or is promoted into a new position, they swear an oath, a formal commitment to serve the public in their new capacity. The oath also recognizes and confers a formal and legal authority to perform the requirements of the new role. Tonight, we will swear in several members. Could I have Deputy Chief Mick Costello step forward? Deputy Chief Costello was promoted on October 26, 2025, into the role of Deputy Chief. The Deputy Chief is a command staff role that oversees a major division of the department. This position directly supports the Fire Chief in implementing policies, coordinating emergency responses, and will assume command of the department in the Chief's absence. Could I have Battalion Chief Chris Johnson step forward? Battalion Chief Johnson was promoted also on October 26, 2025. The Battalion Chief is the 24/7 supervision of the Suppression Division and oversees 3 engines, 1 tower, and 4 ambulances. This position commands large incidents such as fires, rescues, and other complex emergencies. The Battalion Chief supports the professional development, training, and other needs of their battalion members. Could I have Assistant Fire Marshal Lieutenant Tim Wilson step forward? Assistant Fire Marshal Wilson was promoted to that position on February 1st, 2026. The Assistant Fire Marshal performs fire inspections, plans reviews, and assists with code enforcement. This position also assists with fire investigations to determine the cause and origin of fires. In this role, he works to reduce fire risk and support the overall safety in the community through public education and other community risk reduction efforts. Could I have Lieutenant Sam Cahan step forward, please? Lieutenant Sam Cahan was promoted on October 26, 2025. A lieutenant is a company officer who supervises a crew of firefighters and oversees daily station operations. They lead the team on emergency scenes and ensure tactical assignments are completed at large-scale incidents. Lieutenants also serve as a key link between firefighters and command staff, reinforcing policies and performance standards. Could I have Paul P.J. Steele step forward? Paul Steele was appointed to the position of Fire Alarm Operator on September 1st, 2024. A Fire Alarm Operator is responsible for receiving both emergency and non-emergency calls, prioritizing incidents, and dispatching appropriate fire and EMS resources. They coordinate communications between units and command and ensure timely information flow during emergencies. Fire alarm operators play a critical role in maintaining situational awareness and supporting safe, effective operations from the communications center. I would also like to note that the following members: Captain Jonathan Sinclair, promoted on October 26, 2025, and Fire Alarm Operator Ellen Alexander, who was appointed to that position on January 6, 2025, could not join us tonight. Members, today as you take your oath, remember that you carry the support of the families, the pride of the department, and the gratitude of the entire community as you fulfill your role. Will you please all raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name.
Nick Costello, Christopher Johnson, Tim Wilson, Paul Steele. Sam Cahan.
Do solemnly swear and affirm to faithfully and honestly perform all of my duties to the best of my ability. To uphold and follow the high standards of the Concord Fire Department. To affirmatively promote the principles found within its mission statement and core values. To protect the lives and property of the citizens that I am sworn to serve. To obey the Constitution of the United States and the state of New Hampshire. And to continually follow the policies, procedures, and regulations of the Concord Fire Department. Could I please have Michael Costello, father of Deputy Chief Mick Costello, step forward and apply his badge? At this time, I invite Erica Johnson, wife of Battalion Chief Johnson, forward. Could I please have Sarah Wilson, wife of Assistant Fire Marshal Wilson, forward. Could I please have Amanda Mountford, wife of Paul Steele, come forward. And I invite Lydia Cahan, wife of Sam Cahan, to please come forward. Congratulations, and I thank you for your service and what is to come. Thank you very much.
Whew. Anybody else warm? Just me? Okay, just checking. We would like to now recognize members for their years of service. Will the following new hires just brought on this year please rise? Firefighter Tyler Edwards, Firefighter Stephen Clugston, Firefighter Robert Carullo, Firefighter William Lahan, Firefighter Elias Foltz, Firefighter Christopher Kelly, Firefighter Wyatt Baldwin, Firefighter Douglas DJ Bickers, Firefighter Owen Pelletier, Firefighter John Kavik, and Firefighter Hunter Patterson. Nice job. Will the following members who have 5 years of service please rise? Firefighter Jeffrey Kippett and Firefighter Emery Eaton. Thank you. Members who have completed 20 years of service: Firefighter James Freitas, Firefighter Paramedic Michael Langeal, Lieutenant Christian Lund, Firefighter Adam Morris, please rise. Members who have completed 25 years of service: Battalion Chief Christopher Johnson, Battalion Chief Derek Kelleher, and Lieutenant Patrick Richardson. And last but certainly not least, those who have completed 30 years: Captain David Dumas. This time we would like to present the 2025 departmental awards. The Veteran Service Award. The Veteran Service Award recognizes a member of the department who has or is currently serving in any branch of the United States Armed Forces. Said military service may be active duty, reserve, or National Guard. This year, we would like to recognize the following member: Firefighter William Lahan. Please come to the stage. Army active duty, 2011 to 2020, and Guard 2020 to present. Meritorious Service Award, we would like to honor Father Jonathan Bransich to the center of the stage, please. Father John Branches has shown exceptional dedication, compassion, and unwavering service to the members of this department in the community that we serve. For over the past 7 years, Father Branches has exemplified the highest ideals of faith, duty, and care. As chaplain, he has provided steadfast spiritual guidance, emotional support, and compassionate counsel to firefighters and their families, often in their most difficult moments. Whether offering prayers at the scene of a tragedy, comforting those touched by loss, or celebrating the milestones of our service family, Father Bransich has been a constant source of strength and hope. His presence has enriched our department's spirit and strengthened our sense of brotherhood and purpose. Through his selfless commitment, Father Branches has upheld the finest tradition of the fire service and demonstrated the true meaning of servant leadership. In gratitude and admiration, the Concord Fire Department hereby honors Father John Bransich with the Meritorious Service Award for outstanding service beyond the call of duty. Don't exit. Don't exit yet. We have a gift for you, for your service. Helping Hands Award, I'd like to call Miss Melissa Clensby and Mr. Joshua Fishburne to the stage, please. We don't believe either one of them are here, so I will go ahead and read this. On December 6, 2025, at 08:59 hours, Ms. Clesby and Mr. Josh Fishburne were dining with friends when they became aware of a medical emergency occurring several tables away. While staff worked to clear the area and await the arrival of the Concord Fire Department, Mr. Fishburne recognized that the individual was unresponsive and cyanotic. Without hesitation, Mr. Fishburne and Ms. Clesby intervened, carefully moving the patient to the floor and immediately initiating care. Mr. Fishburne began chest compressions while Ms. Clesby provided rescue breaths. After several cycles of cardiopulmonary resuscitation, the patient began to regain consciousness and responsiveness. Concord Fire Department personnel arrived shortly thereafter and assumed patient care. Due to their prompt actions and willingness to intervene, the patient made a full recovery and ultimately declined further treatment and transport. Their willingness to help another person in a time of need is a true testament to their character. The decisive actions and selfless efforts of Ms. Clesby and Mr. Fishburne were indeed on that day a credit to those around them. As such, we honor them with a Helping Hands Award. Helping Hands Award. Miss Rachel Barton, please come to the center of the stage. On August 8, 2025, while at her workplace, Ms. Rachel Barton recognized that a coworker was experiencing a medical emergency. Without hesitation, she went to his aid and performed a rapid assessment, quickly identifying that he was suffering from a complete airway obstruction and unable to breathe. With the assistance of her colleagues, Ms. Jody Michaud, they repositioned the patient and began performing abdominal thrusts in an effort to relieve the obstruction. Despite multiple attempts, their initial efforts were unsuccessful. Undeterred, Ms. Barton took the lead, drawing upon her prior CPR training, and continued repeated, forceful attempts. After several efforts, she was able to generate sufficient pressure to dislodge the obstruction, restoring the patient's airway and allowing him to take a much-needed breath. Upon the arrival of the Concord Fire Department, the patient was conscious, alert, and oriented. He was evaluated and ultimately declined further treatment and transport. Without the decisive and persistent actions of Ms. Barton, the outcome would have been far more serious. The quick thinking, determination, and compassion demonstrated by Ms. Barton reflects the outstanding character and a commitment to helping others in a moment of critical need. She is indeed a true credit to the staff of eClosing and to the community. As such, the City of Concord Fire Department honors her with a Helping Hands Award. The honor guard could escort Miss Christine Miller to the center of the stage, please. On June 10th, 2025, at 16:13 hours, Ms. Christine Miller was traveling northbound on Langley Parkway when she encountered a violent motor vehicle crash that occurred moments prior to her arrival. Without hesitation, she stopped, exited her vehicle, and quickly assessed the scene. Observing a male standing in the road in distress, she directed him to move to a safer location before turning her attention to a teenage female driver who was heavily entrapped within her vehicle. Recognizing the severity of the situation, Ms. Miller initially attempted to gain access by breaking a passenger side window using a headrest, but was unsuccessful. Undeterred, she made her way to the driver's side by climbing over a guardrail and carefully traversing a steep embankment. Once the patient's side, she assessed the responsiveness using a sternal rub and repositioned the patient's head, resulting in a noticeable improvement in breathing. Observing blood and debris in the patient's airway, she took immediate action to help clear the obstruction and maintain the airway. Throughout the incident, Ms. Miller remained calm, composed, and fully committed to the patient's care. She continuously reassured the young driver, offering comfort and encouragement, and made it clear that she would not leave her side. Upon the arrival of the Concord Fire Department, Ms. Miller maintained her position with the patient, continuing her support while the crew worked for an extended period to safely extricate the occupant. Ms. Miller had every opportunity to leave the scene. However, her compassion, courage, and unwavering sense of responsibility compelled her to remain. Drawing on her personal experience, she demonstrated extraordinary empathy and resilience in the face of a traumatic situation. Ms. Miller's actions exemplify selflessness, bravery, and an exceptional commitment to helping others in their time of need. The actions of Ms. Christine Miller were indeed on that day a true credit to the City of Concord, Concord Fire Department, and as such, we honor her with a Helping Hands Award. Will the following members please come to the center of the stage? Battalion Chief Thomas Nault, Battalion Chief Alan Robitis, Firefighter Eric Anderson, Firefighter Daniel Bickers, Lieutenant Michael Pulowski, Firefighter Paramedic Keith Richardson, Firefighter Christopher Scarpino, Firefighter David Saltmarsh, Firefighter Jeffrey Kippett, Firefighter Paramedic Kyle Bigelow, and Firefighter Timothy LaFortune. On June 10th, 2025 at 16:13 hours, Engine 4, Ambulance 4, Tower 1, and Car 4 were dispatched to Langley Parkway for a reported motor vehicle accident with entrapment. Upon arrival, Ambulance 4 reported a head-on collision involving an SUV and a box truck. The SUV sustained severe damage. The sole occupant, a 16-year-old female, is heavily entrapped against a guardrail, with cervical spine stabilization being maintained by a bystander. Firefighter Paramedic Bigelow conducted a rapid assessment and identified significant entrapment and life-threatening multi-systems trauma. This critical information was immediately relayed to fire alarm, prompting the activation of a trauma alert at Concord Hospital. Engine 4, Tower 1, and Car 4 arrived shortly thereafter, with Car 4 establishing command and requesting an additional ambulance for evaluation and transport of the box truck operator. Ambulance 7 was dispatched, and Ambulance 1 responded due to the proximity. Operating with high degree of coordination and efficiency, crews executed a complete extrication requiring the removal of both passenger side doors, the B-post, and ultimately the roof of the SUV to gain full access to the patient. Throughout the operation, Ambulance 4 personnel provided continuous patient care under extremely challenging conditions. Upon arrival, Ambulance 1 personnel augmented these efforts, assisting with advanced care and expediting transport. From the initial arrival to completion of extrication and transport, crews accomplished these critical tasks in just under 17 minutes. As a direct result of their swift, coordinated, and highly skilled actions, the patient was stabilized at Concord Hospital, later transferred to Boston Children's Hospital, where she ultimately made a full recovery. The dedication, professionalism, and outstanding performance demonstrated by the members of Engine 4, Ambulance 4, Tower 1, Ambulance 1, and Car 4 on this day brought great credit to themselves, the Concord Fire Department, and the City of Concord. Therefore, their extraordinary actions and exemplary teamwork During this life-threatening emergency, these members are hereby awarded a unit citation. Will the following members please come to the stage? Lieutenant John McAuliffe, firefighter paramedic Joseph Curtin, firefighter Becky Kurth, firefighter Brian Stringer, firefighter Stephen Clugston. On November 19th, 2025, at 18:27 hours, Engine and Ambulance 7 were dispatched to 260 Loudon Road, Applebee's, for a reported choking patient. Upon arrival, crews entered a crowded dining area and located a female patient unresponsive on the floor, with bystanders attempting to initiate CPR. Amid challenging conditions, firefighter paramedic Curtin positioned himself at the patient's head to assess the airway, as members worked to clear tables and chairs and retrieve critical medical equipment. He quickly identified a significant airway obstruction. Utilizing McGill forceps, he successfully removed a large piece of food, restoring the patient's airway. With the patient in respiratory arrest, crews immediately transitioned to advanced life support measures, working to secure the airway and prepare the patient for rapid transport. Once inside the ambulance, personnel continued coordinated, high-level care and prepared for rapid sequence intubation, with Ambulance 1 responding to assist. As medications and equipment were readied, the patient began to show signs of improvement, soon regaining consciousness and the ability to speak. From the moment of dispatch through patient stabilization, the members of Engine 7 and Ambulance 7 demonstrated exceptional teamwork, efficiency, and clinical expertise. Their ability to operate effectively in a dynamic and high-pressure environment resulted in a positive outcome for the patient. Their actions that day were a true credit to the Concord Fire Department, the City of Concord, and as such, we honor them with this unit citation. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'd like to ask Joe Curtin to step forward. On November 19th, 2025, at 18:27 hours, the Concord Fire Department, Engine and Ambulance 7 were dispatched to Applebee's for a reported patient choking. Crews arrived to find an unresponsive female receiving CPR from bystanders. Firefighter paramedic Curtin quickly assessed the patient and identified a complete airway obstruction caused by food. Utilizing the McGill forceps, he successfully removed the obstruction in the dining area, restoring a patent airway. Subsequent assessment revealed the patient to be apneic with a pulse. The patient was rapidly packaged and moved from the restaurant to the ambulance and requested in anticipation to perform a rapid sequence intubation. However, as crews prepared for transport, the patient regained consciousness, became alert, allowing for additional resources to be canceled. Ambulance 7 transported the patient to Concord Hospital, where she was later discharged with no neurological deficits. The swift assessment, decisive intervention, and high level of clinical skill demonstrated by firefighter paramedic Curtin were instrumental in saving this patient's life. His actions have made a positive impact on this community, brought great credit to the Concord Fire Department and the City of Concord. As such, we recognize firefighter paramedic Curtin also with the Emergency Medical Services Excellence Citation. We have the following members come to the stage, please. Captain Jennifer Beets, Lead Fire Alarm Operator Scott Bork, Lead Fire Alarm Operator Michael Johnson, and Fire Alarm Operator Matthew Nelson. On the evening of Friday, February 14th, 2025, at 21:32 hours, Concord Fire Alarm received a report of an electrical odor on the third floor at 151 Langley Parkway, Granite Ledges, along with information that workers had been in the area earlier in the day. Station 4 was dispatched to investigate, and upon arrival, requested a building fire assignment after locating smoke in the attic. Recognizing the significance of the incident at a large residential care facility and the potential for multiple patients, Lead Fire Alarm Operator Bork and Fire Alarm Operator Nelson proactively expanded the initial response, adding 2 engines, 1 truck, and a heavy rescue. When command subsequently requested a mass casualty incident response, they managed the increased complexity with composure and efficiency. Captain Beets and Lead Fire Alarm Operator Johnson responded to the Communications Center to support operations, assisting with notifications, and managing concurrent calls during the incident. This incident underscores the critical role of fire alarm personnel in anticipating operational needs and acting beyond standard response protocols when circumstances demand. The foresight and decisive actions of Lead Fire Operator Bork, Fire Alarm Operator Nelson, supported by Captain Beets and Lead Fire Alarm Operator Johnson, ensured that essential resources were en route and well advanced of formal request. The actions of these members showed professionalism, exemplary judgment, and dedication to their craft. Their actions were indeed on that day a credit to the Concord Fire Department, the City of Concord, and we honor them with a unit citation. Hang tight for just 1 second. Although he's not here, Lead Fire Operator Scott Bork, Fire Alarm Operator Scott Bork, on the evening of Friday, February 14th, 2025, at 21:32 hours, Concord Fire Alarm received a report of an electrical odor in the attic at 151 Langley Parkway, Granite Ledges, along with information that workers had been in the area that day. Station 4 was dispatched to investigate and upon arrival requested a building fire assignment after locating smoke in the attic. Recognizing the significance of the incident at a large retirement facility, the associated life risk, Lead Fire Alarm Operator Bork proactively expanded the assignment. Drawing on 24 years of experience, he added 2 engines, 1 truck, and a heavy rescue, anticipating the need for additional personnel and resources. This decision proved critical, as on-scene companies were quickly taxed by the scope and complexity of the incident. As subsequent requests for a Level 1 multi-casualty incident response further increased operational demand. This incident highlights the vital role of fire alarm operators in supporting field operations. Lead Fire Alarm Operator Bork's foresight, decisiveness, and command presence ensured that responding companies had the resources necessary to operate safely and effectively. The actions of Lead Fire Alarm Operator Scott Bork were indeed on that day a credit to the Concord Fire Department, the City of Concord, and as such, we honor him with this Distinguished Dispatcher Award. I'm going to leave Captain Beets up here and also call Scott Bork, who we know is not here for the next award. During the early morning hours of Saturday, November 1st, 2025, at 03:26 hours, Concord Fire Alarm received a 911 call from a medical monitoring agency reporting an activation with no patient contact. Fire Alarm Operator Alexander obtained the necessary information and dispatched Station 5 to 2 Rodora Court for a routine medical call, one of hundreds of such calls handled each year. Upon arrival, Station 5 reported smoke showing from the building and immediately requested a building fire assignment. In less than 20 seconds, fire alarm operator Alexander upgraded the incident and dispatched the additional companies for what had rapidly escalated into a confirmed structure fire. Simultaneously, lead fire alarm operator St. Germain coordinated citywide coverage, contacted utility companies, notified the Red Cross, and completed all required notifications. This incident underscores how quickly routine calls can evolve into high-risk emergencies and highlights the critical role of fire alarm personnel in maintaining constant readiness. The swift actions, situational awareness, and seamless coordination demonstrated by fire alarm that night ensured that responding companies received timely information and resources without delay. Their professionalism, adaptability, and teamwork reflect the highest standards of the Concord Fire Department. The actions of lead fire alarm operator Paul St. Germain and fire alarm operator Ellen Alexander were indeed on that day a credit to the Concord Fire Department and the City of Concord. As such, we honor them with a unit citation and for Captain Beach to accept for them. I'd like to call Danielle and Kyle Murray to the stage, please. I would now like to ask the following members to please come to the stage. Retired Deputy Chief Mark Hebert, Captain Bradley Newberry, Firefighter Ronald Palmer, Firefighter Emery Eaton, Firefighter Paramedic Kaylee Downs, Firefighter Paramedic Kenneth White. On March 7th, 2025, at 14:49 hours, the Bosquen Fire Department was dispatched to 180 North Main Street in Bosquen for a report of child trapped beneath a fallen tree. Due to the incident's proximity to the Manor Station, Concord Engine 5, Ambulance 5, and C3 responded immediately from quarters. Upon arrival, they found a young child pinned beneath a large tree approximately 60 feet in length and had fallen during high winds. Dense branches limited access and complicated both extrication and medical care. Under the direction of Captain Newberry, crews initiated a systematic extrication using a chainsaw to remove sections of the tree and alter its balance, followed by the use of a Homatro battery-powered spreader to lift the remaining weight and free the child. Throughout the incident, Deputy Chief Hebert provided support and reassurance to the family. Following the extrication, a rapid assessment revealed multi-system trauma, and the patient's conditions quickly deteriorated. Recognizing the urgency, the crews expedited transportation to the hospital in a Pennacook rescue ambulance accompanied by Concord Fire Department personnel, while advanced life-saving care was provided en route. The swift, coordinated actions of all personnel, combining technical skill, sound decision-making, and high-quality medical care, resulted in a positive outcome, with the patient making a full recovery. The actions of these members were on that day indeed a credit to the Concord Fire Department and the City of Concord. As with such, we honor them with this unit citation.
Could I now have the following members to the stage, please? Captain Christopher Dolliff, Lieutenant Mike Pulowski, Firefighter Robert Martell, Firefighter Jeffrey O'Donoghue, Firefighter Craig Coleman, Firefighter Paramedic Justin Cantor, Firefighter Zachary Gagnon, Firefighter Michael Murphy, Firefighter Michael Preventure, Firefighter Paramedic Dylan Raymond. On December 1st, 2025, at 21:42 hours, Concord Engine 5, Ambulance 5, Tower 1, and Ambulance 1 were dispatched to 14 Gage Street in Boscawen for a reported building fire. Engine 5 and Ambulance 5 arrived first to find heavy fire showing from the attached garage of a 1.5-story residence with black smoke pushing throughout the home and one occupant unaccounted for. Firefighter Murphy was tasked with stretching a 2.5-inch hand line to control the main body of fire, while Firefighter Preventure laddered a window on the Delta side to perform a vent-enter search operation. Following a 360-degree size-up, Lieutenant Pulowski directed a targeted search of a second-floor bedroom, the last known location of the occupant. Lieutenant Pulowski and Firefighter Paramedic Raymond reached the top of the stairs, only to find one door secured with a padlock and fire and high heat blocking their path. They quickly entered an adjacent bedroom where Firefighter Preventure had already performed a vent-enter search, and all three members were ordered to bail out the Delta side window for safety. Tower 1 and Ambulance 1 arrived as members exited the structure. After a face-to-face briefing with Lieutenant Pulowski regarding the incomplete search, Captain Dolliff and Firefighter Paramedic Cantor entered the second floor via a ground ladder. Inside, they located a single male occupant, carefully positioning him for removal. The victim was passed out the window to personnel in Tower 1's bucket, where chest compressions were initiated before the patient was safely delivered to waiting EMS personnel on the ground. In an extremely short period, members of Engine 5, Ambulance 5, Tower 1, and Ambulance 1 successfully completed multiple critical tasks: establishing a water supply, stretching 2 hand lines, performing vertical ventilation, executing vent-enter search operations twice, and locating and rescuing the occupant. The actions of Captain Dolliff, Lieutenant Pulowski, Firefighter Martell, Firefighter O'Donoghue, Firefighter Coleman, Firefighter Paramedic Cantor, Firefighter Gagnon, Firefighter Murphy, Firefighter Preventure, and Firefighter Paramedic Raymond were a true testament to their professionalism and were indeed, on that day, a credit to the Concord Fire Department in the city of Concord. As such, we honor them with this unit citation, and I'll ask you to remain on scene, or remain up here after we give those to you. Actually, you know what, I'll do this. Could I have the following 2 members step forward? Captain Christopher Dolliff and Firefighter Paramedic Cantor. On December 1st, 2025, at 21:42 hours, Concord Engine 5, Ambulance 5, Tower 1, and Ambulance 1 were dispatched to 14 Gage Street in Boscawen for a reported building fire. As Tower 1 and Ambulance 1 arrived on scene, members from Engine 5 and Ambulance 5 were exiting the second floor via ground ladder after attempting a targeted search. Lieutenant Pulowski provided a face-to-face report to Captain Dolliff, indicating that an occupant had last been seen in the second-floor bedroom and that the search had not yet been completed. Captain Dolliff and Firefighter Paramedic Cantor immediately entered the structure through the same window to continue the search. Inside the room, they navigated over a dresser, which complicated their access. Firefighter Paramedic Cantor located the victim by confirming a foot beneath a partially covered mattress. Captain Dolliff cleared the mattress while Firefighter Paramedic Cantor positioned the victim headfirst towards the dresser. Working in tandem, the members lifted the victim onto the top of the dresser and passed him out the window to 2 personnel positioned in the bucket of Tower 1. From their arrival on scene, to the location and removal of the victim, the operation took less than 6 minutes. Throughout, Captain Dolph and firefighter paramedic Cantor demonstrated speed, confidence, and exceptional teamwork under low visibility, high stress conditions. Their poise, decisiveness, and skilled execution exemplify the highest standards of training and professionalism in the Concord Fire Department. The actions of Captain Dolph and firefighter paramedic Cantor were indeed, on that day, a credit to the Concord Fire Department in the city of Concord. As such, we honor them with this rescue medal. If I could now ask Captain Dolph and firefighter Cantor to return to the line, and if I could now ask Lieutenant Michael Pulowski, firefighter Michael Preventure, and firefighter Dylan Raymond to step forward. On December 1st, 2025 at 21:42 hours, Concord Engine 5 and Ambulance 5, Tower 1 and Ambulance 1 were dispatched to 14 Gage Street in Boscawen for a reported building fire. Engine and Ambulance 5 arrived to find heavy smoke and fire showing from an attached garage of a 1.5-story residence with black smoke pushing throughout the structure and reports of one occupant unaccounted for. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Lieutenant Pulowski ordered firefighter Preventure to ladder the structure and perform a vent-enter search of a second-floor window on the Delta side. Simultaneously, due to the volume of fire, a 2.5-inch handline was deployed into the garage area. After completing a rapid 360-degree size-up, Lieutenant Pulowski and firefighter paramedic Raymond masked up and made entry into the burning structure without a handline to access the second floor and assist with a targeted search. Upon entry, they located the stairwell and advanced to the second floor under rapidly deteriorating conditions while increasing heat and fire extension from below. Attempts to access a room for refuge were initially hindered by a secured door. However, they quickly located an alternate room and took temporary shelter. With all 3 members now operating in extreme heat, 0 visibility, and without the protection of a hose line, and with 1 member having sustained burn injuries, with worsening conditions, Lieutenant Pulowski made the critical decision to exit and bail out via ground ladder. All members safely bailed out of the second-floor window to the exterior. Once outside, a personnel accountability report was completed and command was advised that the primary search remained incomplete. After a reassessment of conditions, the members returned to continue offensive operations. The actions of Lieutenant Pulowski, firefighter Preventure, and firefighter paramedic Raymond demonstrated exceptional courage, teamwork, and commitment to the duty under extreme and hazardous conditions. Their willingness to place themselves at significant personal risk in the effort to protect life were indeed a great credit to the Concord Fire Department in the city of Concord. As such, it is my pleasure and honor to bestow upon them the highest possible honor with this Medal of Valor. Now we will present them all with their unit citation.
Anybody miss me? Thank you very much. Will the honor guard please escort firefighter Alexander Matson to the stage, please? Firefighter Matson began his career with the Concord Fire Department on March 14th, 2003. Over the course of his career, he has built a reputation as a highly respected, well-liked member of our organization. His knowledge spans a wide range of disciplines, and he constantly demonstrates a strong commitment to both personal excellence and success for those around him. Currently assigned to Tower 1 at Central Station, Firefighter Matson continues to refine his skills on a daily basis while actively sharing his knowledge with fellow members. He's widely regarded as a go-to resource, particularly in the area of technical rescue. Whether working with probationary firefighters or seasoned members, he is always willing to dedicate time to vehicle education, hands-on training, ensuring others are confident, capable, and prepared. Beyond the fireground, Firefighter Matson plays an important role in the supporting of the department through his involvement in the research and purchasing of small tools and equipment. His expertise also extends into technology, where he provides valuable assistance with the department computer programs and systems, which is mind-boggling. That's not in there, I added that. As a senior member of Battalion 2, Firefighter Matson recently transitioned from Battalion 4, where he served with distinction for many years, to fill a critical need on Tower 1. This move reflects not only his versatility, but also his unwavering dedication to the department's mission. As a dedicated EMS provider, Firefighter Matson takes great pride in delivering high-quality patient care. He was the first EMT in the department to achieve independent status and has been the recipient of numerous unit citations throughout his career. Firefighter Matson consistently goes above and beyond for his fellow firefighters, his community that he serves, with professionalism, knowledge, and willingness to help others embody the very best of the fire service. For this reason, and with great appreciation, we proudly honor Firefighter Matson as our Firefighter of the Year. We will now have a multimedia presentation courtesy of Firefighter Brian Stringer.
Box on for Concord, Engine 4, Engine 7, Engine 5. Tower 1, Ambulance 7, Ambulance 4, Ambulance 1, Ambulance 5, Car 4. Be a working fire for the City of Concord.
I got my finger on the pulse. South Street. Reported building fire.
In the area of South Main Street and Water Street for a building fire.
Victory is all you need, so cultivate and plant the seed. Hold your breath and count to 10. Just count to 10. Just count. I'm gonna make it rain, so ring the bell. I know it all too well. Switchblade on the edge of your wrist. Can I get a witness? 'Cause agony brings no reward for one more hit and one last score. Don't be a casualty. Cut the cord. Cut.
Announcing the working fire in the city of Concord at 151 Manchester Street.
Cause victory is all you need, so cultivate and plant the seed. Hold your breath and count to 10. Just count to 10. I'm gonna make it rain, so ring the bell. I know it all too well. Switchblade on the edge of your wrist. Can I get a witness? 'Cause agony brings no reward for one more hit and one last score. Don't be a casualty. Cut the cord. Don't be a casualty. Cut the cord.
I'm back. The Committee of Merit wishes to say thank you to those who assisted in production of tonight's ceremony. Concord Firefighter Relief Association for sponsoring the social and refreshments, Mr. Elliott Smith for playing the bagpipes, Miss Amanda Tisbett for singing the national anthem, Father Brancich for providing the invocation and benediction, Concord Civil Air Patrol Color Guard, members of the department and community who volunteered their time to make this evening's ceremony a success, Concord Audi for the use of the facility, Miss Carol Bagan, the house manager, Megan Ward, stage electrician, and Mr. Brian Ward, the sound technician. I would now like to ask Father Brancich to come to the stage for the benediction.
Let us pray. Direct us, O Lord, in all our doings by your most gracious favor, and further us with your continual help, that in all our work begun, continued, and ended in your name, we may glorify you. We ask you to continue your fatherly protection on us this night, now, and on the highways, when we have returned to our homes. Defend us from all dangers and from the fear of those dangers, that we may enjoy such refreshing rest as may fit us for the duties of the coming day. And grant us the grace always to live in such a state that we may never be afraid to die, so that living and dying we may serve only you. Through the merits of your Son, in whose name we offer up these imperfect prayers. Amen.
Would you please rise for the retirement of the colors? Color guard, forward, march! Color guard, halt! Right, right! Retrieve the colors! Left, right! Forward, march! That concludes our evening. Thank you for coming. Safe ride home. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.